Yeah. Welcome to the place where the truth gets checked. We're incorrectly correct, let's break it down. Question what you know, turn it all around. Different point of view, let's connect the dots. Sometimes what seems wrong is right on the spot. This is incorrectly correct, where perspective changes everything. Let's get into it.
Yes. We are back. Incorrectly correct. Another week, another episode. Hey man, I'm here with somebody special, man. I'm here with somebody special. And we about to have a blast talking about some of the, I guess, trending topics, hot topics, current events, things that's going on. And we're gonna discuss them. So without further ado, I want everybody to say hello and welcome Miss V.
Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey man,
Hello, everybody.
we about to have a good time tonight. All right, look. First of all, a lot of times, man, when we sit around or at the house or barbershop, whatever you want to call it, when you around and you just talking shit and you speaking on things that you heard about, right? And we like to get honest opinions, honest perspectives. Cause there's some things going on, man, and I wanna know what you think about this, right? So
Okay.
there's a lady, a woman in Florida. And she's a youth probation officer, juvenile probation officer, you know what I mean? And this case happened in 2022, but she just finally got sentenced this week for it. And man, so she was arrested in 2022 because she was using court database to tip off drug traffickers.
Yes, I heard
You
about
heard that one,
her.
right?
Oh
Man.
my gosh. I was like, what the hay in the middle of the barn?
Like, okay, what was your initial thought when you first heard this?
Okay, my first initial thought was like, oh girl, whenever Gina came in and cut off the TV and she said, I know she didn't. Okay. I was like, what is going on? Why is this lady this crazy? Because technology has definitely advanced since the 80s and the 70s. Like she
Right.
pulling stuff like you know what I'm saying? Like this is the 70s or the 80s where they don't have high tech technology. Like she literally was setting herself up for failure, and that was just so crazy to me because why would you put yourself in jeopardy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To save somebody else that's like,
She
that was
young,
crazy.
man, young, still got her whole
Yeah.
life ahead of her, man. And
Yes.
I'm talking, this is they done charged her with like 113 felonies, man. So that's
Yeah, they
like
trying to give her what 500 years, right?
560
Shh.
plus. Yeah. Dang. I'm gonna be honest though,
Oh.
my initial thought was, oh, she a real one.
She willing to put it all on the line.
Hey, because let's be real, man. How many times I'm gonna be real? How many times I see these cop shows? Your first 48s, all of these crime shows, and it's
Mhm.
like, man, if only we had somebody to have our backs.
Oh my
And
gosh,
she
she
was,
had them back, front, sideways.
oh
She was
man,
literally that chick. And my thought too was, how is she gonna walk? Like, what was her first feeling walking in there? Like, when she finally gets
yeah,
sentenced, like, is she gonna walk in there with her head up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you see in the movies, or is she gonna
right.
walk with her head down, like in shame? Because it's like, whew,
And I know they
oh my
welcome her
goodness.
like, oh, we heard about you. You
Man, that was
you made sure
crazy work.
little Jim, man, he ain't get caught up because of you, man.
Yeah, that's like some stuff you see in the movies or you read in the books.
You know what I'm
Because I
saying?
love reading. I used to love reading like street novels. So she is like one of the chicks in the books. I said she read a couple of them street novels and thought she was gonna be able to really,
She,
you know what I'm
there
saying,
you
live it
go.
out.
She tried it.
Yeah, she
She
tried
really
it. She
tried
did
it.
it for a little bit too. She did it for a little
She
bit.
had a little run.
Yep.
She had a little run, but look, we don't want to advocate you just out there doing criminal stuff. But I mean,
No way.
that was some spook. You know what I'm saying? The spook that sat behind the door type stuff. You know what I mean? Like it sucks because when you read the story, they say that she didn't have that access, and when she actually did, that's how they tried to get her. They tried to get her by saying, "Well, she didn't have the access to get it, so how did she get it?" Come to find out, oh, I did have the access. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But yeah, man. Like, shout out to her, man. I feel bad, but also, justice was served. She knew she was wrong. That's why, in the video where her walking, like, she didn't look too sad about the stuff. Head up. You know what I'm saying? Looking
Mm.
around. But dang, boy, she is out of here. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah.
mad crazy
Ooh,
right there.
gone. I got a question. How
And
far?
she a juvenile probation officer, wasn't she?
Yeah, juvenile probation officer. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like she was out there. Okay, so some of the people that she was helping out actually got away. You know what I mean? Some of the people that she knew, like, hey, they about to come raid your shit, bro. Like, they know that you've done this. They know that you got these keys. They know that, and they on their way. So she was only able to help like one or two people.
But you want to know something? For them to not have deactivated, you know what I'm saying, her credentials, and she's been gone since 2022,
Mm-hmm.
that means that she was already under investigation. This is my belief, and they wanted to see how far she was going to
How
take
far
it
she was
because
gonna go.
she was practically bringing them, the people that she was thinking that she helping
Mm-hmm.
to the feds. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
true too.
That's my thought. Because how are you still able to log in? And then if
Mm-hmm.
let's say if it was their fault and she wasn't under investigation, they're gonna have to take that in consideration, right? Like they're gonna have to that they dropped the ball too.
Absolutely.
That got to be some sort of embarrassment for them.
Yeah, which is why I believe they gave her what they gave her. Exactly.
Yeah.
They had to set an example because they knew they messed up big time. You absolutely right, man. Also, I wanted to say this though,
Hmm.
like you were saying, they've been watching her because with all that work, all that info, like only one or two people got away.
Yes.
So how much did she really, you know what I'm saying, in that regard, man.
Yeah. She was bugging.
But look, man. At the same time, I ain't gonna lie, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's help out. Let's help out these youth in any way we can.
That is a trip. Like you watch these shows, you know what I'm saying, and you feel like this like some power, some stars type
Yeah,
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah. Does she give us some
some
stories to really talk? Like, wait a minute.
yes. Oh my God, Big Meech and Terry would have loved her.
Oh man, why they had to be down in Florida? Well, she could be in Detroit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but that's crazy work. She definitely is one of a kind.
Yeah, man. Let me ask you a question.
Mm. Uh-huh.
Uh, what was the loneliest you've been? And I don't want you to get too personal, just on the surface level. Like, what was the
Hmm.
loneliest you've ever been? And with that, what was the craziest thing you did to, have company, to just be in the company of somebody?
You said say that one more time.
I'm sorry. All right. So, what was the loneliest you've ever been? And in that loneliness, what was one of the most craziest things you think you've ever done to be in company with somebody, just to have somebody around? Because, like, man, I'm lonely as hell. I need some type of company. Like, what was the craziest thing you've ever done?
Um, I'm laughing because I'm in that moment right now.
Oh,
Like I'm in that moment right now. I went 2.5 years being alone when I
mhm,
moved from Las Vegas, out here.
okay.
And I felt okay, like, my first 2.5 years, but then I start missing, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
I start missing him because he was all I knew for all these years, you know what I'm saying? Like almost 10 years, like he the only person I really been having fun with, going places with, and I didn't want to experience none of that with nobody else when that was who I was used to traveling with, doing all of those things. So
okay.
the craziest thing I ever done was, ask him to move in. You know what I'm saying? Move
Okay.
in with me. Yeah,
I want
because
to
we never
say,
lived together. You know what I'm saying? We've always like I've been able to go to his house, he come to my house,
right.
and I asked him to practically move out here. You know what I'm saying?
For me, I'm going to say maybe the craziest thing I've ever done was like go outside myself, right? Like, what I mean by that is I'm not a bar club type of dude. It's just never been my thing, right? So I remember at one
Hmm.
time I went to like just one of them little Vegas bars and just sat around. And I ain't even dance. I didn't do much. I just had drinks at the bar and looked around. I ain't even engaged nobody, but it was because I'm like, man, I ain't trying to just be at the house by myself, man. Let me just get out and
Hmm.
just sit around people.
That's
Which,
actually the norm for me. When I was living in Vegas, I took it upon myself to always want to take myself out.
yeah,
And so I would either go to Arizona Charlie's and, sit at that little 24-hour cafe, but I would
yeah,
go in there with my book and I just sit up there, order my food, you know what I'm saying, read my book. They always be looking like, you okay? I'm like, I'm
yeah.
definitely enjoying myself,
Oh yeah, I'm
and
good.
it's like, yeah, and then like I would go to the clubs sometimes, like, I would go to the clubs that mainly people, wouldn't go to, like, the ones where they got the punk music playing or the, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
the pop, pop rock playing all night, or I go to a Latin club and I just be up in there chilling, like vibing all by myself. Like I would intentionally take myself out because I enjoy myself, and so I would intentionally take myself out just to have fun. So, that was the norm for me. And I did it for the first time when I moved here. I think I was out here for probably like 6 months already. And I said, you know what? Let me see what's going on. And I went to like a little bar up the street, up on Ramsey Street. And it was pretty fun. It was pretty chill that night. But I was just like, I'm not used to going out by myself anymore. So I just, made a
Yeah.
point to where if I go out, it's going to be with him, and
Okay.
I just told myself I'll wait.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I want to get into this one right here. There's a woman in Arizona, and she took a whole different approach. She took a wild approach
Oh.
to be in a company with this woman. So I don't like. Well, we're gonna say her name because it was a light crime, or something. It wasn't nothing too bad. But a
Hmm.
34-year-old lady named Vanessa Morales in Arizona. Um,
Okay.
it's never this serious, Miss Vanessa. She got arrested after locking her pizza delivery driver inside her crib for quote unquote movie night.
Oh, hell no.
This dude has been her delivery driver for a while, to the point where they was able to exchange, informations, and they've been texting with each other for like some weeks. And then, one night she ordered a pizza. He pulled through. He delivered. It was around 9:45, man. And when he showed up, she pulled him in, locked the door, grabbed his keys, and hid him. Hid his keys, man. She told
Mm,
him
mm,
that we're
mm, mm.
finally gonna have a date, and she played the Notebook, and every time the dude tried to get up and leave, she would block him. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of commotion. It was a lot of arguing, and neighbors eventually called the police because of the noise complaint. They ain't know what was going on, but it was just loud. And neighbors called the police, and the woman got arrested, man. Like,
Oh my gosh. Okay, you gotta tell me what that make you think about, and you better hit it on the nose too when you talk about the delivery pizza guy.
hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. When I first found out about this story, man, I thought about Misery. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you.
I thought about there's something about Mary where the delivery pizza guy was obsessed with her. And
Oh, but look, she wasn't lonely. You know what I'm saying?
I know he was.
He was though. He was obsessed for sure. But yeah, like it's never that deep, man. Like just get out and
Yes,
go
now you
somewhere.
right. That do sound like some what you say, she tripping like baby your
Baby,
misery.
I'm rich. You better hide the
Oh my
hammers and watch your
goodness.
ankles. Hey man, like
Seriously.
I like see me. I like to think deep. Like how like was they ain't got no picture of the guy. Like was he that handsome? You know what I'm saying? Was he that
Yeah.
charming? I mean, he's only 22 and she 34. That's a 12 year gap. So what was it about him, man, that she was like, ain't no fucking way to not you with me?
Thirsting over. Yeah. Willing to put her life on the line.
I want to know.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to know what was going through his head. Like what was going through his head when he got snatched in? And I don't know how she got his keys, man, but she got his keys and hit him, put him up somewhere where he couldn't get to him. And this is the crazy part. Like, you are a mother of two. Like, your children don't bring you enough company for you to have a good time. Y'all couldn't watch a fun
Yes.
movie or something and have peace of the you know what I'm saying? Like there's I don't think I could ever see it being that bad where I will force somebody to kick it with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to force
Yes.
no Netflix and chill, bro. That's how you go to jail, and eventually that's what happened with her.
That is crazy work.
As a
Mm,
woman,
mm, mm, mm.
as a woman, do you know? Like y'all have females. Do y'all ever had those type of conversations where one of your friends will be like, "I don't care, we doing this tonight, me and him." You know what I mean? Like, if you ever had one of those situations, like one of your friends say some shit like that,
Mm. The what? Like I don't care. I'm gonna get him.
yeah,
Let me see.
because
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, I've heard women say that before, and
It's only one friend, but I ain't gonna say her name. She
yeah,
not,
we don't do
we
names
don't
on
hang
here.
out anymore.
We don't do
I ain't gonna
names.
say her name out there, but yeah, it's only one that I knew that was a supreme predator.
Damn.
That was like, yeah, she was a supreme predator. You know what I'm saying? It was like if she wanted him, she was definitely gonna go for the gusto
Oh man,
by
hey
any means necessary.
fellas, if you not interested, man, don't put on no charm. I know you trying to get your tip delivery driver and everything, but yeah, don't mix work with pleasure, man. Don't be exchanging no numbers with the person you delivering to, man. You don't know how bad it can get. That's
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. Public service announcement, man. That's some scary shit, bro.
that is scary.
Yeah,
You don't even know who working in cahoots with him either. Like,
yeah. It's never that serious.
and because you mainly see it like with the men that be kidnapping the women, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like you see that happening more so than
Right.
anything. But for a woman and she young, like yeah, she can't be mentally wrapped too tight, like at all.
No, no. Now I'm gonna say this though. Uh, I've been in a situation where I thought about it. Now I ain't saying kidnapping. I don't try to get that out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, I gotta clear that up. But I actually thought about it like forcing my company on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, you gonna kick it with me. I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
as I'm thinking, I'm starting laughing at myself. Like, bro, you lost your damn mind. It's like, just sit your ass down somewhere, man, and write something. If it's that bad, you know what I'm saying? It's never that bad, people. I just want to put that out there.
That
Now,
is so funny.
then we gonna get into something pretty serious, man. We got to start it with a question, and the
Okay.
question is, I know trusting people is hard. It's a
Mm-hmm.
hard thing to do. But how far are you willing to go to, I guess, move off of those instincts? You know what I'm saying? And trust your intrusive thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
because here's a man, and I'm gonna be honest. I ain't mad at
Uh-oh, what'd he do?
him. That's just my opinion. I'm not mad. All right, so here's a man who was caught, right, spiking his
Mm-hmm.
female dates drinks with Viagra. You want to know his reason?
Hold on, he did what?
Mm-hmm. The dates that he go out on, he spiked their drinks with Viagra.
Oh, come on now. You want to know what I thought about earlier today?
What?
That I felt like I said, I kind of want to talk about the Bill Cosby thing. Because, you know,
Mm.
so for you to say that, I'm like, I've been watching the Cosby Show lately, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen this man in stand up. Like, this man actually cares. He don't come across as somebody who will,
No.
do anything like that.
No.
But then when you watch his movies from the 70s, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you've ever sat and watched his movies from the 70s,
With
I said, I
Sidney
can see how they
Poitier.
could try to pin that on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Like,
we can go there real quick. And the honest truth is that's what they did back then. And it wasn't considered, you know, the DR. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't considered any type of bad thing. It was part of the way they partied.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was almost requested, to be real. Remember how when Molly got big and you motherfuckers be in the club like, "Man, you got any Molly? Put that in my drink." I'm like, "Pop," it was the thing to do to make the party be that much fun.
I mean, even the kids like around, you know, Dre age, like they used like when he was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying that he went to those parties, but kids around his age, they was throwing parties where they got they go in their parents' medicine cabinet and they're taking these different prescriptions, pain relaxers, like all their different medications, and they'll come to the party, dump it in a big bowl, and then everyone will sit up there just grab it like as if it's Skittles. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But they don't know what they're taking. So that's still going on today. That's still going on today.
And that was the
You know,
part of it. That was part of the partying. You know what I
and I
mean?
believe that to be true because what I don't know if you remember one of the ladies I used to work with at the outlet mall. She told me what it was like back in, in her party days. And she explained it just like that. So
Yeah.
that's why I said when you see how he was in those movies, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know until like a few years ago. I'm like, oh, he get down in these movies, in the
Yeah.
70s and stuff. I had no idea. Because I always see him as, Cliff Huxtable,
Right. You forget that he a
and then
nigga
like
from
to go
Philly.
to stand-up comedies, all his stand-up comedies is always about caring.
Mm-hmm.
Like his jokes just come natural, you
Clean.
know, but it's always about caring for the people. So
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest with you, getting to your initial, statement,
Mm-hmm.
I will be mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Throwing that up in there. And the reason why is because I'm real picky. I use my discernment. I don't take a drink off of anybody.
Oh yeah.
I have to even watch the bartender
Oh yeah.
make my drink, and my eyes is locked in, and can't nobody come to my left or right and try to distract me from my eyes being away from the bartender because I don't know if y'all working together. My mind
Right.
always run that deep. And this is before all of this stuff ever start coming out as happening. I've
Right.
been like this since I was, going to the clubs in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like I would always be tunnel vision on, and anytime anybody be like, oh, I'll get your drink for you, I'd be like, no, it's okay. I'll get my own drink. Because mama taught me that. Mama
Yeah.
taught me don't let nobody, what I'm saying, pay for your drinks, pay for your own drinks.
Roll your weed for you, all that kind of stuff for
Yeah.
sure. Definitely. Definitely. And,
Mm-hmm.
like I
So
said,
yeah,
we go back
I
to
never got hit with the okey doke.
going back to the Bill Cosby situation. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that lady who started it, you know what I mean? And let's be real, it started with a joke by what's that comedian name, man? God dog, he from Chicago, Hannibal Buress. It started with him, right? Like he cracked the joke about, you know what I'm saying, putting stuff in the drinks, and then he threw Bill Cosby's name in it. And that's, that played a big part of the whole the Me Too movement. So when the first lady came out, some of her friends was about to testify against her.
Who?
The first lady that accused Bill Cosby of that, because it
Oh.
was it was more it was more women out of nowhere started coming out, and we seen what happened with that. But a few of her friends who was still living was about to air her ass out. But Bill didn't want to go through all the legal proceedings and everything, and he had his money tied up to where they can't take shit from him like that. So he was like, "Man, I'll just say I'm guilty." He took the plea, so let's just get this shit over with. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, she was about to get aired out because the friends was about to come on and be like, "This is what we did. This was our thing." Like when we go out back in those days, it was like, "Man, I hope somebody got it. I hope somebody got it, man. I need that in my drink. I want to have a good time." You feel what I'm saying? So
Okay, yeah.
yeah, man. It's look, I
See, it
don't
be
want to go.
moments
I
like
don't want
this
to
that I
veer off.
wish that, mom was still here
Mm-hmm.
so I could ask about certain things. What was it
Right.
like
Yeah. Yeah. Like
during your
was
time
was
growing
this
out?
going
You
down when y'all
know,
was out? Yeah. Some people got down, some people didn't. You know what I mean? But this is why I say I'm not mad at him. Because his reasoning for spiking these women's drinks was to make sure they don't get a boner while they kicking it.
to make sure that what happened now?
Yeah, to make sure that whoever he kicking it with, nothing ain't rising down in the southern region. Cause his thing
Oh,
was you
wow.
just can't trust people these days. That was his whole reason. I don't trust nobody. If we going out, I don't know if you one of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Hmm.
It's hard for me to pick it out nowadays. I don't know if you one of them. Let me slip this in your drinking while we kicking it. If I see something rising, I know to get the fuck up out of here.
Okay, okay. Listen, that's wise. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey
I'm not
yo,
gonna lie.
man, I give props to this dude, man. That nigga said, "Hell nah, bro." Like I know, I need to know. I need to know. Now that's foul because, man, come on, man. We don't do those. We don't play those kind of games.
Yeah,
We don't play
man.
those
He
kind of
was,
games, man. With
yes.
slipping stuff in people drinks and shit like that. Far from being cool. But he got aired out by his friend, and his friend was just jealous of his dating life. Like, man, you always going out. You always going out. What you doing so different? Like, just hating on him and everything. And because they friends, he told him like, look, man, when
Hmm.
I'm out with these girls, boy, I be putting them Viagra in they drink. I want to make sure that they actually women. You know what I mean? You just can't trust nobody nowadays. And his friend on some hater shit aired him out. You know what I mean? We
I I can hardly hear what you just said.
I said his friend was hating on him, aired him out because I don't know, man. I don't think I can hate on my friends that much, but that's how he got found out. But he didn't. He ain't try to fight it or anything. He just was real with it. So he didn't even spend that much
Yeah.
time. It was probably like a weekend or whatever, and he paid his bond. But that's just I can't be mad at him for wanting to be sure. But at the same time, man, we don't play
Okay.
those games right there. We don't
Yeah, he
slip
definitely
drink.
was finding out for you for sure, for sure.
Right, because what's
Like
wrong with
like the
accent?
like the short like the short deodorant commercial. Raise your hand if it's short.
Man, what what's wrong with accent? Is that disrespectful? I guess it is,
I
right?
mean,
To ask a lady when you out on a date with her, like, hey, you a dude or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess that's disrespectful to ask a woman that. You don't
not
ask
in
a
I
woman that.
mean, in this day and age, it would be considered disrespectful, but I mean, everybody has the right to, like, that's freedom of speech, right? You got the right to
Yeah,
ask questions. That's a part of your freedom of speech, right?
yeah,
Not so much trying to offend anybody, but you have the right to ask.
and everybody is offended nowadays, though. So it's like he wanted to find. He tried his own way. He went about it how he wanted to. You just don't know, man.
Mm.
But if it was me, I'm asking questions because if I see any kind of kinks in your chain, man, I see anything that don't look right to me, I'm asking. I don't care how mad you get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey, why your shoulder so strong? Like you an athlete? You know what I'm saying? What you do? You a triathlete?
man.
What you do out here? Why
But
you
then
ask that? I'm just
some
saying them
people got
shoulders.
some women born and they just shaped like their dads. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah, some women are born they literally shaped like their fathers. Like they can't help it. Like they can't help, the way they shape
Yep.
at all. Yep.
But shit, man.
Let
I
me ask you this question
yeah.
since we're on the trending topics.
Okay.
Have you heard about the Fayetteville lady who crashed at the top of this month and killed her three children?
Man. Hold on. You saying crashed a car
Yeah,
or
her aunt
oh
crashed a car earlier this month. She was driving though at 111 miles per hour,
wow.
and two of her children were ejected from the
Oh
car.
my gosh. What was her
So
what was her reasoning for driving so fast?
I listen. They haven't even stated like what
Yeah.
was her reasoning.
Man. You know what, man? I'm glad you asked that question.
And like she hit two Fayetteville police officers with her car.
Wow.
So that means that she was aiming for
Oh, you
or
think that was
not.
intentional?
Yeah, because how you
Oh.
gonna like how you run into two police, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Officers.
Wow, man.
Yep, two of the kids was ejected and the third one was in this car at the time of the crash, but two of them didn't even have on their seatbelts.
Oh, come on, man.
Yep.
You know what? You bringing that up, right? There's
Hmm.
been uh like just a I don't want to use the word epidemic, but it's just been way too many of these type of situations. Because when you said North Carolina woman, I thought you was gonna bring up the North Carolina woman who burnt down her in crib with her children in it.
Hold on, what happened?
Yeah, North Carolina woman burned down her crib with her children in it.
With her kids in
With
there?
her children in there. Yeah, man. And I can give a flying fuck, excuse my language, or whatever she would try to say to, I guess, I ain't gonna say defend herself, but justify her ignorance. There's nothing that you can tell me where I can be like, oh, I get it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because it's
Like,
like, why have the kids?
man,
Why even have the kids? Like, or
I,
give them up for adoption. Like if they
yes,
here already and it's too much for you, your family don't want to help you, just give
yes.
them up for adoption. Because you know how many people out here who cannot have children
Mm-mm-mm.
and would be willing to adopt and make sure that those kids have great homes. Like,
Man, you talking to one right damn
man,
now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's never that's gonna be the theme of all these topics. It's never that bad or that serious. Yes, as a
hmm
mother, I'm not a mother, never been, but I understand that there could be low points. You know what I'm saying? With being a single mom and trying to raise your children is hard. But I'm just gonna take them out. That's how I handle this, man. You need to be stomped out,
man,
man.
that is a
But that's not it, though. V, that's not it. There's a
yeah, that's a lot right there.
there's a woman who shot her 13-year-old daughter in the neck.
Who what?
A Maryland woman, 50 years old, shot her 13-year-old daughter in the neck during an argument. A fucking argument with your child. She
Mm-mm.
didn't kill her.
She
Thank God the young
she
lady
really tried to
survived.
do the "I brought you in this world, I can take you out" type
Boy, and you
speech.
know what, man? This is where I'm pissed. I'm definitely upset about that. But this is where I'm really pissed. Because you shot her behind her back. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I hate that I'm saying this. God damn it, I hate that I'm saying this. But I'm gonna say it. If you're sincere, you serious. That's just my general opinion, man. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry if it comes off wrong. But if you're really serious about harming somebody, uh let them see it coming. Right? This is why I say that. Because you give them a chance to be able to react, you know what I'm saying, use their quick thinking and not be a part of what you got planned. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
not that coward shit. Like, I'm gonna shoot you from behind over what kind of argument can a 50-year-old have with a 13-year-old any fucking way?
But somewhere she's chemically off balance. Like a lot of times we gotta really look at what's really happening, these foods that we eat, and a lot of this
Oh,
stuff,
yes.
we don't know what type of drugs she could be on as far as
True.
prescription wise, right? Because a lot of times we see these commercials that saying, take this drug and it can lead to this. So we don't know if she was actually, what I'm saying, chemically off balance due to a prescription drug. We do not know.
Yeah.
But a lot of times that's what a lot of that leads to. Someone is on a prescription drug or, taking a drug and they just not in their right state of mind. And I've seen a lot of people who are on these, because I used to work for this company where I got to talk to, a lot of people who are on prescriptions. And they'll tell you what their side effects are. And it's like, oh, wow, this stuff is really real. Like it could really, because you know me, I try to go the herbalistic way for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, I try to go the herbalistic way. I literally just purchased a book called Back to Eden. And it teaches you how to internally heal yourself with all the things that our great grandparents was taking before the prescription medications like that, just to naturally heal our grandparents,
Yeah.
and so a lot of that is medications that have you off balance. I've talked to people who say this had me off, or the doctor had me on this prescription and it was making me act like this, and they lowered the dosage, so you never know what she was going through, and it is such a sad,
Well,
sad situation,
let me interject.
so sad.
Let me interject. I want to apologize. She wasn't 50 years old. That's how much time she got.
If you talking, I can't hear you.
I said, let me interject. My apologies. I said she wasn't 50 years old. That's how much time she got. 50 for shooting her daughter. And
She got 50 years?
yeah, and
Okay.
according to the records, um, the court records, they got into a heated argument and it turned physical. You know what I mean? They don't have a statement from her on why, what caused the argument, what the argument was about. You know what I mean? So, and you right, man. It's a lot of things that we do eat, we that's not natural for us, and it throws us off our rocker. You know what I mean? And
Oh, this happened 4 days ago.
yeah, this happened just last week, man. This happened just last week, and I want to agree with you on that, man. With the everything that we putting in our bodies, it throw us off. And not only that is what we feed our brain every day too. The things that we watch and the things that we listen to. You know what I'm saying?
And then now we're in a time as well. If you see, we're in a time as well where a lot of these moms are besties with their kids. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like they doing the same things that the kids are doing.
Right.
So
Oh
they
boy.
putting themselves on the same mental,
Oh
you know what I'm
boy.
saying, level.
Yeah. I'm gonna segue it to a story, man. I used to work with this lady, and at the time
Man,
when I
rest in peace to that little girl.
no, she didn't die.
Oh, thank
She didn't
God.
die. Yeah, she's still here, man. I mean, she in critical condition, of course, but nah, she didn't die. That's why the mom is doing 50 for first degree attempted murder.
Wow.
Yeah, so she didn't kill her, thank God. So the young lady is still here, you know what I mean? And she's being treated and
Mm,
everything.
mm, mm,
She's
mm.
gonna make it. But yeah, man, just you spoke on something, man. I know a lady I used to work with, and at the time she was what 52. You know what I'm saying, when I'm working with her. And she was talking about how she's gonna go, you know what I'm saying, and get the Brazilian, you know what I mean? Get the whole thing. And it's just like I had to ask her, like, for what? And she was like, well, like I never had a booty. Like I always was heavy chested, but I never had a booty. I'm like, okay, well, you made it
I
this
can I
far.
can barely hear you right now. You sound like faint,
Okay,
and
how
I
about
really want
now?
to hear you. Yes.
I think
Okay.
it's because of your headphone.
Hold on. Let me see.
Ladies and
Hello?
gentlemen, give us a quick second here while we go through this technical issue. Can you hear me?
No, it's not the headphones because I hear you better with the headphones.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yep.
All right.
Lo
So
siento.
the woman, she was all of 52, right?
Okay.
And she said she wanted to go get the Brazilian. You know what I mean? Get the whole Brazilian booty. And I had to
Okay.
ask her, like, why? And she said, well, I've always been heavy chested. I never had a booty. I want a booty, man. And I'm like, okay, well, you made it to 52 without one. Have you ever had an issue with dating? She was like, no. I'm like, okay, you have an issue with getting a man? Because you are a very pretty woman. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta ask, like, who are you in competition with then? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
she said, nobody, I ain't in no competition with nobody. I said, well, you gotta be. You don't win 52. You a grandmother now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you never had an issue getting a dude. Now all of a sudden you want to get a booty. Like who got a booty that made you say I want to get one? And she was in complete denial. Like this is just me. This is how I want my body to look. Da da da. And I'm like, okay, my bad. I ain't mean to overstep. I just had questions. And then let's say maybe a month down the line, she come to me and she was like, you know what, man? I thought about what we had our conversation about. And you right. I had to really think about it. Like she really came to the truth of it and was like her daughter is, I guess, quote unquote, more built than her.
Oh.
And so when you said what you said about the relationships with mother and daughters and all, it's just like, man, like you was jealous of your daughter, bruh, and you was willing to go get a new booty because
Come on, think about it. Think about it. Like the grandmas that we grew up under, the moms, they weren't dressing like that. Their skirts was coming down to their ankles. You understand?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like their skirts was coming down to their ankles. They wasn't like if they was wearing short sleeve shirts, it was blouses. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't like no cut. We've never seen any of our parents dressing like that,
No,
like
man, at
at
all.
all.
And
Yes,
so they kept the mystique about, you know, what they are, I guess, quote unquote, packing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of women nowadays, man, who just don't care. They'll walk around their house with anything. And I'm just like, hey, yo, like, I knew a woman, man. I know this ain't got really much to do with the situation we was just speaking on, but you know, speaking on how women, you know what I'm saying, the relationship with their children, this lady will walk around with a long, I guess, halter top,
hmm
and she was well endowed, you know, in the chest area, and I'm seeing her, and I'm just like, hey, you don't want to put nothing on, and she just like, what? It's my house, it's my children. Yeah, but damn, brother, you you fucking up their whole leave it to the imagination when it comes to women. If they ever need to know what a woman look like up under the clothes, nigga, they see it in you. Like how much
What you talking about? Her son?
yeah, how much excited can they be when they get older and their hormones start going crazy and they want to start thinking about women? They ain't gonna have much to imagine anymore. That lore is just, it's not secretive. It's just out there.
But how did she dress when she leave out the house? The same way?
When she leave, I don't know, because she worked a corporate type of job, so she couldn't wear that kind of stuff.
Okay, because the reason why I asked that is because in some cultures, right?
Mm-hmm.
In some cultures, as long as the woman is inside the house, she have the right to walk around as comfortable as she want to. And then
Okay.
like you got some cultures like the European culture to
Mm-hmm.
where that's the norm for them to see, you know what I'm saying, like skin and stuff like that. Like they're not like us, you know what I'm saying, here in America to where we more like cover your eyes. And the reason
Yeah.
why I say that is because I remember being 16 years old, and one of my best friends from high school in California, I went with her and her mom on a boat ride one day. Her mom, you know, it was her mom's friend's boat.
Yeah.
So I remember us on that boat. Now, me and my friend at the time, we're at the bottom of the boat. And so, you know, we come up at the top. Her mom, you know what I'm saying, sunbathing with no top on. The friend he gets from, you know, off, I guess he go diving, you know, in the water, swimming in the water. And when he come out, he got on like, you know, basically like some speedos type things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? I'm like trying to cover my eyes, and the mom was like, oh Savaya, like this is nothing, and I'm like, oh, it was like an eye opener that cultures are different. You know, everybody was treating me like I'm overreacting, but the way we was brought up, we didn't. That wasn't put in our face, you know.
Man.
And so I realized, oh, you know, different cultures, so different strokes for different folks.
Is this
And
friend
then,
who I
like I
think
learned,
it is?
yeah,
Oh, well, then that make a lot of
yeah,
sense because that got some German in there. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and this
European, and then
lady that
like,
I'm speaking of, German, half German as well. So okay, that'll make sense.
yeah, and then like you know, in some other cultures like the Indian cultures, like the women, they can't come outside dressing like how they want to, but in the house they can be just as comfortable as they want to be because guess what? They're in the house. And you know, they're amongst their children, not guests. So you got the right to move around your house as
Mm-hmm.
comfortable as you want to be. Now, if she's doing that with you there as well, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not the husband.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. Because as a dude, I'm sitting there thinking about, like you said, the way it used to be. I'm thinking about my mom. My mama never walked around like that. You feel what I'm saying? To where it's like, hey, you know, like maybe you want to put something on, or you know what I'm saying? Like that was never it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen my
Hmm.
mom in a compromising situation as far as like what her clothes look like. Like I'm stepping outside of my room. I know that there's people here. I know that my son is here. I'm going to be decent.
Listen, we was brought up on don't play that devil's music in my house.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Anything that wasn't gospel was the blues, nigga.
Yes, if we wearing dresses, we wearing slips up under them.
Right.
You
You
know what I'm
see what I'm
saying? Like,
saying? Right.
hmm
So that comfortability, man, when it shifted, it's just like, hey, yo, you know, dude, I ain't going there. I ain't going there.
yeah.
I ain't going there at all, boy. Ooh, but yeah, so it's just been a whole bunch of these stories where the these moms are losing it, man. You know what I mean? Like, what could spark that? I know we spoke about medications and the food we eat, you know what I mean? But if there's something beyond that, what could that be? And I know you don't
I
know
don't
because
know.
you've
Like
never
I
thought of
see
doing
some.
those stuff like that.
Yeah, I see some women getting their bodies done and they haven't even became a parent to even go through that phase of their body going through those changes.
Yeah.
You got some women who don't even want to be a parent, you know, but you got some women who do want to be a parent and they do that to their bodies and then their bodies end up,
Boy.
developing more than what it would have if they would have never done
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
So now they got to go double back and do that again.
Yeah.
I be
Man.
wondering what is life gonna look like for them in the latter years.
And boy, it's gonna be all bad, man. We seen it.
In the latter years, like what are you gonna look like? Because every woman go through that as they get older. They reminisce on what they used to look like. But then you got some women who appreciate how they've gone through those changes, and then you got some women who still focus on keeping their body, what I'm saying, looking good, but in a natural state. They don't, you know. But then you got some women who have tried to get their bodies in shape and they've tried everything and it
Mm.
still don't work for them. So they feel like this is their only other option.
Right. Now, other than being healthy, you know what I'm
hmm
saying? The body transformation outside of I just want to be healthy. What you know what I mean? Like what else is there for you to do anything to your body except for trying to either catch up or you know what I'm saying, stay up to speed or look
Oh yeah,
how
they
everybody
trying
else
to
looking. Like
with
no,
yeah, with the Joneses. They're trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's the keeping up with the Joneses
right.
effect.
But I wanted to ask it, could there be anything else outside of I just want to be healthy? As you know what I'm saying, I'm asking
That
you,
they will want to go that route.
yeah, to look the
Keeping up with
best
the
that they could.
Joneses. They see what
So
everybody
it's
doing, what they think everybody doing online.
right. So that's the only option
Yeah.
outside of
Yeah, because you got to think, like, right, you got the algorithm. So your phone is only
the
going to pull up what you see. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? What you research and stuff like that. So it's going to keep that type of stuff in your face. And then for some
man.
people, they're not even mentally strong enough to realize that they're only seeing a handful of people like this. This is not the world like this,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But the algorithm is going to put, different faces, but you're only still looking at a small percentage of people like
Yep.
that. And you tell yourself that this is everybody.
Yep.
Everybody's doing it.
Programming, man. That's the new programming. It ain't television no
What
more.
what what did Daddy say on Better Off Dead? Everyone is wearing one of these.
Everyone's gonna be wearing one of these this summer. I mean this Christmas. Yeah, it's programming, man. Like that's the
Yes.
new one, man. The algorithm, the phones in your face is the new programming, man. It makes you start
hmm
thinking different. You don't think on your own accord anymore. And that's kind of sad. I remember I had a conversation with a lady and she said something to me. I'm like, man, that sounds like a Facebook quote. I'm like, you ain't think of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't your own thought. You read that somewhere. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't have
hmm
trying to have a meaningful conversation with me and you just quoted a Facebook status you saw, man. Like, get out of here, man. Like, we missing being original. That just don't exist anymore.
Let's see. Remember, we used to listen to that gospel song back in the '80s with the Clark sisters.
Oh,
Um,
God is still in control.
Yep.
Yeah, about the computers.
And
That's
if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken, that was in the early 80s when
Early
that song
'80s.
came out.
Early
Yeah.
'80s. Hell yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
Look, I was born in the early '80s. I'm on, like I remember that. But I remember that song, man. I ain't gonna lie, that song used to scare me, bro. I ain't even about to lie to
Did
you.
it?
Yeah, because they were speaking about how computers is gonna run everything. And I was green as hell. And that's when Nika had her computer. Remember that?
Yes, and she
Yeah,
got the
so
first
nigga,
one
I'm
of the
all
first
nervous,
Apple
nigga. Like,
computers.
man, that computer gonna get us in our sleep one day. Like I was on that type of time with it. I wouldn't I didn't I ain't take the song the way I should have took it. I was just too literal.
But actually, what did they lie about, right?
No, they didn't. They ain't lie about
They didn't
nothing.
lie about
They ain't
nothing.
lie about
Yes.
nothing. This shit is crazy, man. Like there's been a guy who got arrested. This story is crazy.
Okay.
A dude from Charlotte got arrested because AI facial recognition said that he committed this crime in Florida. The dude never even been there. His whole life, he'd never been to that part of Florida. But they extradited his ass to Florida, and he actually spent time in jail for a crime that he was nowhere even close to
Wow.
because the recognition said it was 87% him. Like a human
Did
is
you?
going to be like, well, 80%, 87 ain't 100%. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the AI was like,
But
nah, it's
they
him.
trust in technology to do their jobs a lot now too. You
Yeah,
got to
that's
think
what I'm
about that.
saying.
What
It's
they say,
scary.
running your face through the database type stuff.
Yeah. Imagine that, man. You at home chilling. Niggas come through busting at your door to gaffle you up and then send you to a state you ain't never been saying that you did this crime. Like, bro, I wasn't nowhere near that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell it to the judge. No, I will. It's just like,
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it to the judge and my attorney because
man,
somebody. What you gonna say? Business large. We
we about to
bounce to
get
get
paid.
paid
That's
because that is mad crazy.
scary, man. Scary.
Did you hear about that Tesla car wrecking?
Yeah, that happens a lot. And some of them Tesla crashes be hilarious. Not in the sense of this. There is some seriousness to it, but you know me, my sense of humor. There was one where a dude, Tesla crashed into his car. Did you see that one? Crashed into his car. I mean, crashed into his house. My bad. A Tesla car went off grid or whatever it did and crashed into this dude's crib.
Yeah,
And
that was just a day ago.
no. This was a while back. So that means it's
Oh no,
happening
another
again.
one?
That means it's
Yeah.
happening again. So he recording it. And he's like, man, what the? And, he got to record it for insurance purposes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But he said a tow truck came out of nowhere. And he was like, no, don't take that car. I got to get information. Who's the owner? I got to. And they just like bullied him and snatched the car before anybody could show up on some type of Men in Black type shit, man. He had it all on camera.
Oh snap.
Like, hey, what the fuck's going on with these Teslas, man? So, yeah, man. Yeah, you ain't gonna find me in that, bro. Give me my 93 Honda Accord. You feel me?
This particular incident, the guy, he was in his car and he had it on automated driver assistant mode
Mm-hmm.
and and it crashed straight into somebody's house in Texas. This was Friday night and it killed a woman inside.
Oh my gosh. See them
Yep.
man, hell nah, man. Yeah, I've never been good at tech. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of that is why I was like, I'm afraid to really get down with the tech like that. Cause shit be scary, bruh. It really do. Like when they using
But they
people's
blaming
voices.
him. That's my whole thing. He
Yeah.
put it on automated driver assistant mode, which is supposed to
Take
know
you
what
where
it's
you
doing. If
where
you
you
put,
put your
yeah,
destination.
this is what the
Yeah.
way the car is created. But now they're saying he failed to drive in a single lane, left the roadway and struck the residents. Like what?
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That is nuts. So yeah, no, it's all on you, bro. You did this. What? No, like you can look and check the databases, man. That it was doing its own thing. Damn, man. And then that's going to get lost in the sauce for this situation. And like, well, we don't
What?
have the
Who you
records.
telling?
We don't have the record of that. Like, oh, now you don't. Come on, man. Look,
And she was 76, standing in the doorway of her own home.
Just man, big chilling, man. And then here come a damn Tesla. Which one
What'd you
was it? Was
say?
it one of the cars or like one of the Model Ts or was it that cyber bullshit?
Let me see.
And I'm cyber, but I don't know how anybody about that
Model 3.
motherfucker.
Yep, it
Yeah,
was a
see.
Model 3.
Yeah, man. Those things been malfunctioning like crazy. Like, why would
Wow.
you put all your trust into a car that's just
Yes.
fully tech? I mean, come on, man. Nah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Shaquille O'Neal said he'd never own one of those.
He probably did and some shit happened. He like, I ain't doing it again. I ain't
Let
doing
me
it.
see.
I won't do it again. I'm gonna
If I'm
say
not
this though.
mistaken,
I saw
I think he said it.
those Waymo cars.
Ah, they said he went back on his word
Yeah.
and ended up buying 3 Tesla Cybertrucks.
See, man, you know what I'm
Oh, they said,
saying?
however, he later got rid of them because the battery range didn't meet his needs.
I told
Yeah.
you, I knew it. See, I knew he bought one and was
He
just like,
he
nah,
made
I'm
a switch
cool.
to electric Cadillac Escalade IQs
Mm-hmm.
instead, which is kind of like the same
You
thing.
know what I'm saying? They got the
Uh,
cars nowadays, man. I don't know if you heard about, but there was a lady. She said she rented a brand new 2026. I think it was a Volvo. I don't remember what she got. She's driving, and you know how you could take your eye off the road just for a little bit, and it wasn't like she was doing nothing crazy like texting or anything. But I think
mhm.
she was reaching for something, and it shut down and just shut the whole car down. Now she's on a highway, and it shut the car down and was like, maybe you need to get rest because you're not focused on the road. And it's like, nah, bro, you ain't about to
Oh,
shut
heck
me down
no.
on the middle of a highway where I can get hit. Like, is you crazy? It's like that's a new safety feature for these new cars. Like, nah, you can keep that, man. I'm cool. I'm
Yeah, that's
cool.
one of the things I don't like. Like, I don't know if you've ever peeped having one of those rental cars
Mm-hmm.
and like you're driving and it thinks that you're about to get up on a car
Mm-hmm.
or it starts slowing you
Slowing you
down. Oh,
down on.
I don't like
Yeah,
that. I
no,
don't like that
no, nope. I don't deal with it.
because you don't know who's behind me that could potentially hit me.
Mm-hmm.
That's why if you notice I'm not pressed about getting a brand new car. I am
No,
content with my car
no,
and
hell
just
no,
getting that fixed because no way, no way.
hell no. I won't do it. I'm gonna tell you
I was
what.
talking to
Go ahead.
Yeah. I was just saying I was talking to one of my clients recently and he was saying that as well. Like he would never buy one of the newer cars. He would always buy an older car.
Yep. I'm gonna tell you what really got me on some hell nah when it come to cars. It was a movie
Hmm.
that came out in 2006 or 7. I will never forget this. It was called Untraceable. And in the movie, there's a FBI agent trying to track down some serial killer type dude. And she's like on his heels trying to find him or whatever. And she's on a highway, like crossing a bridge. And he was able to
Hmm.
hack her car, shut her car down, and lock her in it. Now this was 2007 when this movie came out, or
Oh
2006. One of
wow.
the This was a while back, and I'm like, hell no, nah. Like you can do that. It was like she had it was OnStar. It was a Chevy. It was a GM car, and they I'm like, I know it's a movie, but you already know what they show you in movies is what they already perfected.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You know what
Like
I'm
when
saying?
when we get these movies that come out, it's practically like they spoon feeding us
Yeah,
what's already been here. They
yeah,
trying to see how much we can deal with it psychologically, how
yep,
much can we handle, you know,
yep.
before they actually put it out there, you know. So
Of
yeah,
course.
we been spent foods spoon fed technology. We literally been spoon fed technology.
Man, you want to know how I found that out too? Late
How?
night watching TV, you know those infomercials,
Hmm.
and they had this thing. It's like the new hearing aid, and it's not a hearing aid for people who are deaf. It's like a actual like a hearing device you can put in your ear, and you can hear shit from like 400, 500 feet away and shit. like that somebody is saying, and they show the dude in the park like he reading his paper, but he can hear what somebody is saying across the park. Like that ain't nothing you should show people. Like, oh man, I need one of those. But the crazy thing is, they got something way better than that, and this is the throwaway shit. Like, yeah, y'all gonna have this. We got something that you can hear 2 miles away. Y'all ain't gonna never get. Yeah, I ain't
Mm-mm-mm.
gonna never get to it until later on, till we got something better.
Yeah, nah. Mm-mm. Yeah, nah.
This shit is scary, man.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes,
people.
it is.
We came to this part, man, of the show. I mean, I love this segment, man. And being that you a guest, what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask you yours. Stain on my white tee. Now, for those who may not know, stain on my white tee is when, just think about it, you got you a brand new white tee, man. That thing clean, it's crisp. You looking good, it's matching your outfit, and then boom, you spill something on it. And in that moment, you are agitated. You know what I'm saying? You mad now.
Hmm.
So what's that? What's that stain on your white tee?
Like a
Your
moment in
your
time
you're
where
like
I'm
a
just
pet,
like
no, like a
feel like I'm
pet
just
peeve of
winning
yours.
in life, and then next thing you know something happens.
Oh, I like that angle too. Like, oh yeah, I like that angle. Let's go there. Let's go there.
Uh, okay, let me see. Let me
Hey,
see. A
people, I
moment in
like this
time
angle. Yeah,
where I feel like
everything was cool, and then boom. Oh, I like that. Let's go, B.
I'm okay. My stain on my white tee is whenever, okay, my dream is always to be in radio, right? Like I've always wanted to be a voice to be heard, but never to be seen, right? Like I've
Mm,
always wanted that. So to be on radio is, what that actually is, right?
yeah,
And so, or be a producer, like my work, but you don't see me.
yeah.
And so, whenever I first moved here, I remember driving down the street and seeing the radio station, and I said, I'm going to work there. I said, mark my words, I'm going to work there. And less than 3 weeks later, I was hired as an intern. Like I put it into fruition, and I put in the work by making that
Yeah.
call, and I got my interview, and I got in there. They was telling me, luckily, someone is actually leaving, so we have a slot open. So I was like, oh wow, this is like God's divine timing.
Let's go manifest.
But but it wasn't my divine timing, even though I was able to, be a part of it. And they loved me there. I actually got a promotion right before I had to leave. However, I've been homeschooling my kids for so many years, and I took them out of their comfort zone of what they're used to knowing and their friends,
Hmm.
and I had to, go all in as 100% all in mom. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I was homeschooling them, it was easy for me to leave the house, go and, do certain things as far as like me taking care of business because I know they're in the house.
Right.
But now their life was changing because they was about to go into public school for the first time in years. And so I had to step away from the station to be a full in, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
participant mom, you know what I'm saying, with like school kids that's within the school system, because I know what it feels like to be taken out of your comfort zone and moved across the country,
Hmm.
and you know what I'm saying, into a whole new world. So that for me, that was my stain on my white tee, was the fact that I had just got promoted to director of promotions, but I couldn't even accept the position.
Man.
And still to this day, when I drive by the station or I'm by the station, I feel like, dang,
Man, you should
stain on
pop
my
up in
white
there.
tee.
Yeah. Pop up in there like, what's up, man? Oh, damn, Red McMaster's on it now.
Oh no, like they still like, I still stay in touch,
Yeah.
I still tap in and everything, and they always tell me to come back, but
Okay.
I can't come back until I know
Yeah.
that I'm in a space and place where it ain't no going back. It will
Okay.
never be like I'm gonna be full throttle, like
Right.
all in.
Now, yeah,
Yes,
I like that.
yeah.
Okay, man. I like this angle. That's a dope
Yeah, I'm on
ass
my Barry
angle.
White. I ain't never giving up. I ain't
This
never gonna stop.
yeah. Okay, well, damn. Okay, so when things was going good and then blah, look, I'm gonna give you mine, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
Staying on my white tee in that regard, in that context,
Hmm.
uh, is losing my last job, man. That really was the whoo. That stain was like that stain was like a big ass, like a bottle of hot sauce fell on my shirt, man. And just like the
Hmm.
whole, you know what I'm saying? Because it kind of threw me off my rocker. Of course, anybody lose a job, they can be thrown off their rocker. But I've been good at, like, saving lately and
Yeah,
just
you had a
like,
foundation.
yeah, trying to have something. And then, it's always, I mean, I ain't gonna be down long, but it's like the lifestyle that I was living, it wasn't glamorous, but I'm not a glamorous dude. It was very comfortable.
Hmm.
Very, very, very comfortable. And knowing that comfort is gone, boy, that is a stain. I like that angle. That is a stain on my white tee
But you
for
want to know
sure.
something? Thinking about what you're saying, you've been talking about doing certain things for yourself.
Yeah,
And a lot of times, whenever you have that stability, it'll cause you to stall on doing the things where your spirit is guiding you. And
absolutely.
so sometimes we look at it like, dang, this was dang, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe it was a blessing in
Oh,
disguise. A lot of times it's a blessing in disguise because you're put in a different position, you know what I'm saying, to you're forced now to have to do because now you got nothing but time to be able to make it happen now.
absolutely. Now look, this is
Yeah.
just a stain on my white tee. I ain't say I can't clean this motherfucker. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes. You got that little Tide pencil. You said you use that little
Yeah,
Tide
you
pencil. Yes.
said nah, I got that oxy clean up in there. So nah,
Yeah. What mama used to use? That spray and wash.
man, spray and wash. Yeah, so I ain't saying that the t-shirt is ruined for life. You know what I'm saying? It's just a quick little
Hmm.
stain. But man, hey, I really like that angle. That's a dope ass angle, man.
Yeah, because one thing that play in my head that I can hear that Nika said to me, and I was like, wow, and she said this to me 2 times.
Hmm.
In the last recent years. She said to me, she was like, when I first got on at the station, she was like, dang, Vaya, like this the happiest I've ever seen you. Like in life, like this is the happiest I've ever
Nah,
seen you.
you was on
And I
T.
was like, yeah, and she was like, and I was like, really? And she was like, yeah, like, it's like you just light up. And I was like, oh wow, because that's how I felt. Like I mean, you have no idea. Like I'll be at that mug early. I'm telling you,
Hmm.
like I would hate that I had to leave. Like I love the station. I love the station. And it was almost like, he told me that I put a new spark in him because he's been like everything been riding on him on his own. He was like, I haven't been able to sleep a decent night until you came here in 18 years. And I'm like, really? He was like, yes, because I've been,
Man,
I'm just as passionate about this as you are. So I was like, oh wow, so that just put another spark up in me.
right.
But then the second time she said that this was like within the last few months with me getting my life insurance license. She told me, she was like, this is the happiest I've seen you be since you worked at the radio
At the
station. I'm
radio
like,
station.
really? She was like, yeah. And I really feel that joy.
Okay.
I really feel the joy of having this new knowledge and just knowing that I can educate my family on being better. I can, educate people who I don't know on being better.
Mm,
And on top of myself on being better and putting more different assets in place,
yeah.
and it's not that hard. And I remember as I was studying, I remember one time I was studying, I seen an interview with Waka Flocka, and I was like, Waka Flocka in life insurance, and
Oh
he
yeah.
is so passionate
He
about it,
tapped in with a
you know,
lot of shit.
so passionate, and that right there just made me like, okay, thank you, God,
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't feel like I put myself here. I felt like God got me here because this was nothing that I just was like, I want to do this. I'm about to get into this. It was almost like I felt it move in my spirit, like you need to get your life insurance license. I'm like, get my life insurance license.
Where this come
You
from?
know, And I'm like, all right, let me see what this is about. Because I always ask God to order my steps, order my words. And I feel like I can't ask God to order my steps, order my words. And then when I'm put on assignment, then I'm like, nah, not that assignment.
Yeah,
I just start
yeah.
moving towards like I never turn my back on, my assignment. And so I'm like, oh, okay, this is what you showing me. Okay, this is like, this is longevity. This ain't nothing. This ain't a fly by night career. This is actually
Oh,
longevity
hell yeah.
that can save lives, because I like being a helper, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I like telling people what I know, giving people the knowledge that I know. And this is something that's going to be longevity, not just for me, not just for my kids, not just for my family, but, anybody who I get to
Anybody.
be in the presence of. And it feels good to be able to help these families. It feels good to be able to sit with people and see that they're like, oh, I already got a policy, but you could never have too many policies. And I'm like, that's true. You can never have too many policies. And they're like, I'm gonna leave this behind to my sister. I already got one. I'm gonna leave to my kids. I'm gonna leave this to my sister. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
wow, it's in our community too that we see, that I see this, that they're willing to get policies and say, I'm leaving this. So I'm like, that's how I feel. I told Carla one day, hey, you want to get a policy on me? By all means, you paying the premium, but get a policy on me because if anything happened to me, let this be a gift. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To you from me. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You can eat off me. I'll be the table.
So
So
look,
just seeing that this is how it is in a lot of different cultures, and to be able to see that it is like this in our culture too, is just that if you don't have that common knowledge of what's happening, you never know. You never know.
so people, don't run away from the thought of getting life insurance
Huh?
on yourself. People, as you hear V talking, man, don't be ashamed or afraid, or don't run from getting life insurance, man. That's a very serious conversation that a lot of us run from. A lot of us aren't knowledgeable about it. So yeah, make sure y'all get those done, man, and make sure y'all children and make sure y'all families is good when we leave here. Because the truth is, we all gonna leave. That's just for sure. So
Yeah,
make
because if
sure
you can go
everybody's
to the hair
straight.
salon, the barber shop, the nail shop, the car wash,
Hmm.
all these things for vanity, you can get a life insurance policy because it's around that price. Like a lot of people think because their car insurance be like a couple $100 or a car note be a couple $100, they automatically think, oh, life insurance is super expensive. But you can get a policy, a decent policy, and only be paying for like 40 something dollars a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the younger that you are, the healthier that you are, the least expensive that policy will be. And a term life policy, it stays with you for a term, but a whole life policy stays with you for your whole life. So you can get a whole life policy and you'll be just paying a couple bucks, you know what I'm saying, a month. And this policy premium will never change. It doesn't matter how much older you get, and it stays with you your whole life. And it builds cash value. So some of these policies you can actually live off of. You could borrow against when you hit a hard time, when you hit a rough patch.
That was a impromptu public service announcement on Incorrectly
Listen.
Correct.
I ain't mean to go
Great.
preaching, but I'm
Nah,
real passionate about
it's
some
great
of them.
information, and let's not even not act like it's not. It's great information.
Yes.
But let the people know how they can reach you though, if they want to get more of that knowledge from you.
Okay, well, they can reach me on my Instagram.
Hmm.
My Instagram name is V Gucci Baby. That's ITSVEE Gucci GUCCIBABY. And you can reach me there, DM me, and I'll be able to, talk to you a little bit more about this life insurance.
Yeah, so all them questions you have, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the
You can
plug
hit me
right
in my
there.
DM.
I brought it to y'all live here on Incorrectly Correct. That's what we do. We are about the community, right? We are about uplifting. And to be honest, man, love at the end of everything, as it always
Yes.
should be. Now before I let you get out of here, man, we do this thing called I see drive by, man. We just shoot off some shit, just random things. Nothing in particular, just some random shit. All right.
You say I say drive
I
by.
see drive by. All right, so I'm gonna let off the first shot. um, hey man, that dick in the booty dude is out of here. What's his name? The one who got Diddy in his position that he's in, that got
I
him.
already knew who you was about to talk about. Oh my
Yeah, what's the
God.
dude named
Yeah,
Clyde?
he out of here. He lived alone when he was able to
Man,
get his hands on a couple
man,
of them though.
yeah,
Yeah, he
man,
out
get
of
your
here.
ass up out of here, nigga. We ain't about to mourn you, Nick.
Yeah, I was like, what is the world about to be like now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For the industry that they in, what is the world about to be like for him, for them now? Because like he was the gatekeeper for everybody.
man, get your ass up out of here. We know
Man,
you had something to do with Whitney too. Nah, I ain't even about to go. But
who
yeah,
he done
get your.
passed the torch to.
You know what I'm saying? What shot you about to let off?
And I'm not even gonna lie, that was mine.
That was your shot
But
too. Hey, nowhere we.
yeah, I was listening to something today, and they was talking about something about Diddy release date, and I'm like, I know they're not about to let this guy out. Oh, I was
Oh, that nigga
so
about to be out
lit,
soon. That
but nah,
nigga.
he not getting out to what?
Look, y'all know the case. Like the case that he doing time is just on that prostitution thing. Ain't got nothing to do with none of that Rico. Ain't got nothing to do with the abuse with old girl. That was all them charges got dropped. They got left alone, and the only thing he dealing with is that flying people
Yeah,
out
but
thing.
they was talking like he's supposed to be getting out this month.
Yeah,
So I'm
sooner.
like, I know they not, but yeah, he not
Yeah.
getting out until February of
Nah, yeah,
2028.
they gotta tap him. They give a little bit of an example, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But and that they
I'm
didn't
like,
really hurt him like
I'm
it
gonna
should
I'm
have.
gonna need him to come home a little bit more humble. I don't need him to come home in a cute couple of months.
You feel
Like
me?
that right there, have him still doing the Harlem Shake. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. Fuck your Diddy Bop, nigga. Hey
I got
man.
another drive-by.
Oh, let's go. Let it off.
All right, what's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell. How they done, put her in a luxury facility and everything, and now she get visits away from the facility and stuff like that, get to go do
Mm-hmm.
like little jobs. Like, how's this happening for you so fast, like overnight, just so you keep your mouth closed about these Epstein's? Like, stuff be
Club
happening
fed,
right in
homie.
our, like, it's almost like they be slapping the crap out of us, you know what I'm saying, right before our
Yeah.
very eyes. Like,
Yeah.
what is going on? And we gotta eat this. We gotta
Look,
eat this.
this is the thing. We 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 go to the extreme with our thoughts so much that when it's in plain sight, we don't think it's that. You feel what I'm saying? If that makes sense of what I'm trying
Hmm.
to say, is like we so quick to be like, oh, it's AI or alien or that. Then we going too far, and then like the normal shit is right in our face, and we not paying attention to it. We like, nah,
Yes.
that ain't what it really is. Like that's how fucking lost a lot of us is.
No, it's exactly what it is. It's like that, and that's the way it is. Like, I am
Man,
so over this.
hurrah! All right, so hey man, I want to thank everybody for listening. I definitely want to thank V for showing up. This was fun as fuck, man.
Yeah, this was fun. My pleasure. Invite me back.
Yeah, now look, I didn't make it known in the beginning, but if you listen to our convo, you know, this is my big sis right here, man. This is family right here. So although she's family to incorrectly correct, this is family. You feel what I'm saying? And
Yeah, this my baby. This my little big bro.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
This my little big bro. I
There was
remember the day
no
I
way,
realized that you was taller than me. I was like, wait a minute.
man. There was no way that I wasn't gonna have her show up, man. You know what I'm saying? And then like she said, this ain't gonna be the first time you hear her, man. She gonna come back. And man, we gonna shoot the shit on more things, more serious convos. it's just it flows that way. You see how easy this was, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it should be in
Yeah.
any conversation.
Yes, I love you, bro. I love you so much.
Oh man, I love you too, big sis, man. Yes, and y'all already know how we do it, man. We out.